Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I left out a step. Okay, I just knocked over my camera. That's cute. Mommy didn't do it. It was me. Okay. Hold on just a second. I need to share my screen. Now. Now the PowerPoint. Now we'll start again. Welcome to the NAMI San Antonio Wellness Wednesday. I'm Janie, your facilitator, and I love Zentangles and love to share them. And please enter your name, just your first name and your zip code in the chat for attendance purposes for our grants. And an introduction, the Zentangle method. The Zentangle method is an easy to learn, relaxing, and fun way to create beautiful images by drawing structured patterns. It's created by Rick Roberts and Maria Thomas. Zentangle is a registered trademark of Zentangle Inc. Learn more at zentangle.com, and I have more resources at the end of this PowerPoint. And the Zentangle motto: anything is possible, one stroke at a time. And no mistakes. Mistakes are an opportunity to look at things in a new light and approach things in a new way. Embrace mistakes. So just keep going on. No one is as critical as the creator of the art. Most time people won't notice it, so if you don't tell them, they won't know. So keep trucking on. And the elemental strokes are very simple, and most people can do these. Dots, lines, C curves, S curves, and orbs. Notice how it doesn't say circles. Circles are perfect. We're not perfect, we're human beings. So our orbs don't have to be perfect circles, so we can give ourselves some grace. And today, all we're going to be doing is drawing lines in our pattern. And the Zentangle method has 8 steps. First, we show gratitude and appreciation for our materials and being here. Then, to get over the blank tile, we draw 4 corner dots in pencil. And I forgot to tell you why I'm doing this. You need to cut 2 3.5-inch square out of paper and have a pencil and some sort of pen. The finer point, the better. So you can start doing that while I'm going through this. So once we draw the corner dots, the paper isn't blank and intimidating. Then in pencil, we'll draw a border, and that border is a guideline. It's not set in ink yet. Then we'll divide the space into sections with a string. And we usually do that in pencil. And then tangle is a verb. We will tangle. And the noun is Zentangle. That's the pattern. Then with the pencil, we'll put graphite on the screen and shade it. Then very important that we put a little initial on the front of the picture to signify we drew it, and then sign it and date it on the back. So we know when we drew it and the date we drew it. And then we'll hold it at arm's length again and appreciate what we've done.
That's 2 3.5-inch squares.
Yeah, and they're just approximate. So this is a small scale drawing, so you don't have to do a whole lot of drawing. And I'm not going to go through, I'm just going to tell you the techniques. Take off and land, that's where you start and stop. Draw behind hollow ball style, that's where something looks like it's going behind. Inking is the word for coloring in. Aura is when you draw a line and then draw another line right next to it. Embellishment is when you decorate something. Turn the tile is when you draw, then you turn the tile and draw again, so it keeps all your lines the same, and then line weight. And what we'll be doing today is taking off and landing and turning the tile. So it's a very simple tile, but it's a little tricky. And I'll tell you what, it's one of my favorite tiles, but I have trouble because it's tricky. But basically, there's two ways it can turn out, and they're both pretty. So, and it's kind of a mystery on which way it'll turn out. I'll try to get it to come out the prettier way. That's a judgment. And today's pattern is called Paradox. And in just a minute, I'll give you a preview. And like most Zentangle tiles, they're a lot easier than they look. So don't, but I want you to see where you're going. And the resources, Zentangle.com, they're the creators. Tanglepatterns.com, they have literally thousands upon thousands of tiles, and they have step outs. That's a six tiles on how to draw each pattern.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, Jackie's here. My God. And then the tireless tanker, Cindy Pelly. I watched over 250, well, 200 of her videos. And then Mr. New, Mr. New beginner Zentangle is an excellent place to start. Okay, now I need to
Let's kind of start to break it down.
hide the. Okay, so that's any questions on
Dr.
the?
Math, I think in her exploration of it, she sees there being three elements of
Hello?
self-compassion. The first is self-kindness. So self-compassionate people recognize that
Somebody sharing a video?
feeling and experiencing life difficulties is inevitable. So they tend to be gentle with themselves when confronted with painful experiences, rather than getting angry when life falls short of set ideals. So
Okay.
Okay,
So-
I'm muted.
Okay, so if you haven't yet, please put your first name and zip code in the chat for attendance purposes.
How do you do that?
Do you know how
I
to
don't,
do? Well,
I don't see
actually,
the chat.
are you on a phone?
I'm on an iPad.
Yeah. I'm not,
I'm
Actually,
sorry, I just don't
Verna,
see it.
can Linda just give you her zip? Is there just one? Is Verna here?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
here. Go ahead and give me your zip code and I'll put it in for you.
Oh, thank you. It's 78223.
And I don't know if you see at the top of your screen some buttons, or at the bottom, it'll say
Mhm.
share screen, chat, participants.
I don't have chat.
Okay, very good. I will put it in for you.
Okay, thank you.
My camera fell over, so I'm off the video. So now I'm going to share my screen and you're going to see what I'm drawing. Thanks to technology. And I have a slight problem with this. I sometimes I drift off the camera. So if I drift off, let me know to say I can't see. So this is, we need one of the tiles. And the first thing we're going to do is put our four corner dots in front of my glasses. And I'm at a slight disadvantage because I have this camera on a clamp in front of me, and I hit it and there's a cord. So I'll do my best. I'm putting in pencil, I'm putting four dots. Oh, I'm sorry. And you have an option, and it's all personal. You can draw the line towards you, or you can draw the line away from you. And it's all what's more comfortable for you. And I turn the tile, and that's so each stroke is consistent. So you get a muscle memory, and so the lines are the same. And I like drawing towards me. This is a thin piece of paper, so it's not drawing well. I'm holding on to it. And again, I could say the lines are straightish. Embrace mistakes. I turn the tile again, I do my line. So here's the fourth line. Okay, so let me know when everyone has in, rotated, moved off. So everybody tell me when you've got your,
I have mine.
I have mine. I have mine.
Great. How about you, Linda?
Yes.
Does anybody have any questions?
I'm good.
yeah, I forgot to ask, anybody had any questions about the PowerPoint?
No,
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot step one. So let's take a moment, and it's important. Okay, let me get so everyone take a breath and relax and appreciate our time together. Appreciate we have this paper and we have these. Here's my pen. I use a mechanical pencil, and then I use a. See my other pen. And then I'll find it. I have a wider pencil for shading. And then for each other, take a moment to show some gratitude and appreciation for us being here. And the 4 dots showed us the paper isn't blank. And we do our border. And for this pattern, I'm going to preview the pattern. And I don't want you to be intimidated. I just want you to see where we're going. And it's called paradox. And the paradox is that there are no curvy lines. Those are all straight lines. They come out looking like curves. And ours is going to look something like this. 2. And this is kind of what ours is like. That's if the orientation works. And like I say, it's very tricky. And today, I'm going to draw the string in pen. So we can pick up your pen. And I'm going to go in, we're going to draw one big one right now. I'm going to go, pardon me, halfway on the top. I'm turning the tile a bit. I'm going to take off a line. I'm going to draw a line from the middle down to this corner. And
Oh,
a straightish line. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Then I'm gonna-
Janie,
Yes.
I'm sorry, I did this next corner. So if you have just one dot, where are you moving it to the corner?
To the left corner.
Okay. Thank you.
In the middle of the top, to the left corner of the bottom, and then I can turn the tile so I can get my stroke the same, so you can get consistent strokes. And again, if you want to, you can draw from the bottom right up to that. And it's all personal how the strokes are comfortable with you. So drawing it down. Let me know, everybody, when they get the triangle completed. And again, the technique we're going to use for this one is take off and land. Did everybody have the triangle? Anybody need more time?
Yes.
Yes, it's good.
I have the triangle.
Okay, everybody, I'm going to go to the top. and I'm going to take off on that dot. And I'm just going to show you first. I'm going to take it at the top, draw a straight line, and come out and land a little bit to the right of this corner. So you can watch what I do first so you can see. I'm going to take off with the dot and come out here, again, and come out a little ways. So it gets a little further away. Everybody see that? Everybody?
Katie, what kind of
Yes, I
pen are
see
you
that.
using?
Oh, I'm using a very fine pen, but you can use whatever pen
Oh.
you have.
Okay,
And you can vary the width. And it doesn't matter what the width is, just as long as you're about the same. And you'll see that mine turn out to be about the same. They're not exactly the same. Did everybody have that line drawn?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Yes.
I'm gonna turn the tile. And then you can see what I'm drawing here. I'm gonna start here at this one that's down a bit. And I'm gonna come down on this line a bit a ways. I'm gonna come down like this. And stop on this line. Everybody see that?
yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody do that.
Yes.
Yes.
Let me know when you're done.
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 I'm gonna turn the tile again. And I'm gonna go from that dot to this line a bit a ways. Take off and land. And stop. Everybody got that line drawn?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna turn the tile again. There's a lot of turning the tile on this pattern. Start at that dot, that point, and come down again.
Janie, can you move your paper over just a little bit? There we go.
So I stopped right here. Everybody got that line?
Mhm.
So I'm gonna turn the tile again. So this is just a series of triangles drawn in triangles. I'm gonna come from that dot down. And stop on the line. Do you see a pattern here?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got that line?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna turn the tile again and come down from that dot. From that line I just ended to space here. Everybody got that line?
Yes.
And in the next tile, we're going to do 4 of them, and we'll get that meta pattern, a pretty pattern. Everybody got that line?
Yeah, hold on, Janie.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Okay,
I'm turning the tile again and drawing the line. Okay, everybody ready?
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm turning the line, turning the tile and drawing the line. Everybody ready?
Yes.
Turn the tile. Did you notice my spacing got a little bigger there? I'm turning the tile.
I'm lost.
What happened?
Okay, I think I'm with you now.
You found it? kind of
Yeah.
place. This is kind of the practice one.
So we just keep on doing this technique, Janie?
Yeah. So I drew that line. Everybody ready to turn?
Huh?
Turn the tile. Draw the line. Turn the tile and draw the line. This is one of the Zentangle tiles designed by Rick and Maria. I decided I'm going to give credit to the originators of these tiles. Oh, Charlene. I think and so I'm going to turn the tile.
You got some black lines on your screen.
Did it go away?
There, it went away.
Yes, someone entered.
Oh, that must be the clubhouse. Yeah, it is.
So I'm gonna, you can go ahead and finish. Keep doing this till it, and I'll show you how to end it in just a second. There'll be a lot of turning here at the end. As the lines get tinier.
How small do you go all the way?
I'll show you. I'll show you here in just a minute. I'll tell you when I'm there. I'm getting there. Do you want to watch? See where I'm at. So I have a little triangle in there. So I'm gonna kind of stand this up. Do you see how it kind of looks like a curve? And we didn't draw any curves, did we?
Mhm.
So people that just joined us, we're gonna draw this again, but on a smaller scale, and you can join us. And next time, if you can join us at 10, I do an introduction of a PowerPoint that explains Zentangles, and then I go through this step by step as a sample before we do a more complicated tile. So it'll really help you if you can come at 10. You'll have a more successful drawing. But if you're the people from the clubhouse, you did an excellent job last week. So we have to finish this little tile, and you can put your initial on the front. And I'm Janie Swatzel, so I'm just going to put a JS right here. So someone can see it, can see my initial. Then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to write NAMI Wellness Wednesday. February, if I can write, February 9, 20. So I know where I drew it and why. And my name. Oh, the name of the tile. Paradox. And sign it. And I developed a little fancier signature for these things. So has everybody been able to sign their drawing? Initial and sign.
We don't have to turn them in, do we?
Oh, no.
Mine looks pretty bad.
No, no one's more critical than the artist. And the last step, take your drawing, hold it out at arm's length and look at it. And these are non-representational. They really don't have an up or down, and turn it different, every way, turn upside down, sideways, and just appreciate what you've done. And that's the steps. I took you through all these steps. Now let's do the hard part. See if I can get us through. Got a card. Everybody, well, actually, I want to do something. Let me see. I'm gonna unshare. What a gallery view. Everybody's seeing mine, so here's mine. If you're willing, you can put yours up on the screen. If you're brave. How nice, Stephen. How nice, Verna. And remember, this is your first time. Wow. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to share again. And back at Camel. Camel, well, I feel like I'm locked and loaded because the name of the program is Camel. Where's my card? So our first step is gratitude and appreciation. I'm so glad we're here together. I'm glad, I'm going to do it. This is actually a treat. I've got an actual Zentangle card. They're for special occasions. This is a special occasion. And we appreciate the paper and the pen. And oh, this is a good time. What happened to my graphite pencil? Here it is. I have a pen and I have my graphite pencil. You could just use a school pencil. And we're here together. And I appreciate the fact I can get that black bar out of the way. Okay. And we're gonna put 4 dots in the corner. So we won't be intimidated by a blank card, a square tile. Then we're going to draw our border. And again, we do this in pencil because they're
Janie, I have a quick question.
yes.
I heard you say 2.5 by 3.5, but yours
No, 3.5,
looks
no,
square.
3.5 by 3.5.
Okay, thank you.
And these borders from pencil because they're guidelines. Because we have been known to draw outside of the border. And the string divides it into segments, and we're going to do our string in pen today. And we're going to do what we just did 4 times more. So let me know when you've got your, anybody need more time to draw your string?
Are we using a pen or a pencil?
These for this pencil.
Okay.
Okay.
To make our paradox, Jamie,
Pardon?
make our paradox.
I can't, I don't understand you, Steve.
Do we start like we did?
No.
with-
We're going to do 4 of them. So just let me know when you've got the border.
4 corners, the border, yeah, the border.
Anybody need more time for the border?
No.
Okay.
No, they're fine.
So this time we're going to draw, we're going to write into 4 triangles from the corners across. And again, for 2 straightish lines. And I emphasize straightish. And my pen will work. Yeah, this is a felt tip marker. It's real fine. And it's real temperamental. So I'm gonna say, here goes nothing. So we're gonna try to dry this so we get 4 shells. If we're lucky. And this is, I love this pattern, but it's so tricky. And if we don't get 4 shells, we'll get some ringy towel things, but they'll be pretty anyway. Okay, so here's the center. And I'm gonna start in the center on this bottom tile. Everybody see that? Everybody with me? And I'm gonna draw my first line from the center down to the bottom and stop at the border. Everybody with me?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay, then can you go from there? Then I'm gonna draw to the line. Everybody with me?
yeah.
I'm gonna turn my tile and draw to the line. Can everybody go from here, do you think? Yes or no? So I'm just gonna go from here and I'm gonna draw slow. Anybody have any questions? I'm just drawing from where I ended the line, from that point to a point down the line below the space. And the amount of space isn't so important, is try to keep them about the same. And then about is the important one there. And turn the tile keeps the stroke consistent. And either drawing them towards you or away from you keeps them consistent, makes it easier to draw. And I'm a draw towards you person, but there are a lot of people that draw away from themselves. Am I getting ahead of people? Am I drawing too fast?
Yeah. I got ahead of you.
Okay. I'm trying not to draw too fast. And don't draw too many small triangles at the end. It looks too busy. Leave a little bit of a triangle in the middle. Just make it look pretty. Yeah, there we go. And I have to admit, this is really hard and really tricky, this next part. Let me know when everyone's finished with the first part. I'll wait.
I'm finished. My lines don't look that curvy. They
Yeah,
curve a
not yet,
little
not yet,
bit.
not yet. The pattern will show up when we do the next triangle. Next section.
Just wait a second.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I won't go on until everyone's done. Pattern will show up when we're done with this next one. And you'll go, oh my. You almost done?
I am.
Yes.
Anybody need more time?
I
Every-
think Linda said she did.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Everybody good? Okay. So if you have this to the right-ish, I'll show you my cheat sheet. This is so tricky.
And move your paper over just a little bit. There you go.
I'm staring at this page. Start here. We're going to start down here. I'm looking at this to make sure. We're going to start here in this bottom corner and we're going to come down to this line. So to do that, are you following me? I'm going to have to turn the tile. Everybody with me? Follow me. Turn your tile with me. So now I have this one on the top left. Everybody with me?
Mhm.
Did I lose anybody?
No,
So I'm here. Well, we either get a shell or a towel, so we'll find out. So I'm coming down here. Then I'm turning. Again, that's the tricky part, which I have not mastered. I apologize. Then I'm just going to go from there, the same thing. And I'm going to do a happy dance if it turns out to be a shell. Or it's going to be a shell or a towel. Despite my best interest. I worked on this for a good 40 minutes last night. No, not shelling. It's a towel. It's a towel. Darn. It's a ringing towel. Darn. I tried real hard. Let me see. We have two more chances to get another, to make a shell. I don't have a good, I don't have a very three-dimensional brain, so that's why. So you see how this is a ringing towel, not a shell.
I don't know what mine is. I got lost somewhere.
And it's a towel. This, I call this a towel.
Okay.
I tried so hard, people. I should have been.
mine doesn't look anything like that.
Yeah, like I said, that's the tricky part of this. I'm just staring at this for a moment. I'm just looking at it. My brain just doesn't get this. I'm so sorry. Well, your teacher is not perfect. I love this pattern, and this orientation just eludes me.
I think I ended up making my second one backwards or something.
Well, actually, if you had made it backward, you'd have a shell.
Oh, I don't have a shell.
You'd have a shell.
Yeah, my triangles went wonkers.
Yeah.
So I'm just staring at this here. I'm thinking about it.
If I highlight the curved line, it looks a little bit better.
If you do what?
If I highlight the curved line, if I
Oh,
draw the curve, it looks a little better.
huh.
Not great, not like Janie's, but better.
Just sitting here staring here. Give me a moment. I'm staring here. And I just don't have a three-dimensional brain. And I hit a wall in calculus because higher calculus is all three-dimensional. And back in the day, they didn't have three-dimensional calculators. Had I had a three-dimensional calculator, I could have seen this stuff and been able to learn it. But my brain did not compute. Okay, here, this is a shell here.
Mm-hmm. Yours looks more like a shell than mine does. Mine looks like a ligament.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this shell over here. This shell to come back over here. And it's all how you start it. You know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to start it up here. We might get another towel, but it'll be a pretty towel. So,
Mhm.
so I'm going to start in this corner with these two on the right. So we may end up with another towel, but that's quite okay. Remember, there are no mistakes. Then I'm going to go from there. Am I even doing this right? I'm not doing this right. I've got myself confused now. I'm doing a zigzag. Okay. The teacher has confused herself.
That's part of the fun, isn't it?
Can she recover? I'm just making zigzags. My brain is fried. I fried my brain. Yeah, it happened live at NAMI Wellness. Jenny fried her brain.
Yeah, mine are zigzags too. I'm not sure why.
What was last week's title? Today's paradox. What was last week's title, Janie?
Oh, well, there wasn't it 3 of them?
Yeah, the orbs,
Yeah, yeah.
Paradox.
No. Last time.
Oh,
was there a title for that?
Floors, jetties, and pesky. Oh my God. Oh my loving God. What if I can't even draw it now. My brain is totally, I'm gonna draw it on here.
That's harder than it looks. I
Yes,
mean, harder than it sounds.
Just a slightly little bit improvement.
Okay, I went to the wrong corner is what I did. Okay, I'm just gonna, yeah, this is ignore your mistakes. This line doesn't, I'm going up to here. I went to the wrong line. I'm going down here. And I'm just gonna ignore the line. It's gonna be hard, but I can do it. I'm ignoring the line. That line doesn't exist. What? That line doesn't exist. That line is not there. Embrace mistakes. That line doesn't exist. I hear myself. Embrace mistakes. That line doesn't exist. I just went to the wrong line. That line doesn't exist.
What did you say? Embrace mistakes and what doesn't exist?
The line I drew. I drew the line.
Oh,
That line doesn't exist. Embrace mistakes. I'm
okay.
telling myself that line doesn't exist. Embrace mistakes. I figured out what I did wrong. I just went to the wrong line. And I'm telling myself that line doesn't exist, so I don't stop at it. Well, how about that? I recovered. And guess what I got? I recovered.
You got a
Miracle-
shell.
you sure did.
Miracles. I got my shell. I just had a brain fart. I got my shell. With an extra line which doesn't exist. No, I want you to notice that. Do you really see that line? Kinda. Does it matter? No. I got my shell. This is a miracle. I got the shell. Can I reproduce it? I don't know. Now, how did I do that shell? So did any of y'all get a second shell? Let me get a shell.
Hmm. Maybe. I got half a shell.
Like I said, it's a fairly simple pattern, but when you drop many of them, it's tricky. It's not hard, it's just tricky. Especially if you have a brain fart and draw the line in the wrong place. Then it took me 5 minutes to figure out where I drew the line wrong.
Well, that looks good.
My brain just went, "Duh." You know why? It's because it was trying to get 3 dimensions. And I had it right. I just drew the line wrong. Okay, here goes nothing. I'm gonna try this one. Okay. I'm gonna try this last one from the center. And this time I'm gonna draw the second line out to the out, not to drawing it out. Then to this line. And Lord knows there just may be another shell.
My last two came out good. It was the first one was in dark pen and too many dots. And the second one it looks like jaw teeth.
Oh,
So I'm covering it up, that one, and looking at the two that look good.
I got a conch shell.
Yeah, that's cool.
You-
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I worked on this for a good 45 minutes last night. And I took notes. Yay! Yay! I got
You
got two
did.
shells.
2 shells.
Well, I'm
I
gonna
got
try
an
it again.
arrowhead.
Well, I'm gonna put a star by this pattern. Maybe a little too hard. I got 2 towels.
I was going to say that.
Mhm.
But my shells don't face each other. They're both facing the same. Has everybody finished their drawing? Everybody's still drawing their triangles. Isn't it just amazing how the triangles can come out so interesting? That's the
Yeah.
paradox.
Absolutely.
Everybody ready for shading? Anybody still
What?
drawing? Yes, no?
Everybody ready for what, Janie?
Shading.
Shading.
Hmm.
Okay, I guess as ever.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the graphite along the curves to emphasize it.
Oh,
So I'm gonna be, and again, use the side of the pencil so you don't get any lines and draw little circles. Then just smudge. You can be fairly heavy, then smudge. And I'm gonna do both the shells. And probably along I call it the towel. That's what I think it looks like. Yeah.
So just darken the curve and
Yeah.
then go over it with a finger.
Yeah. Smudge it. That's just what I'd say.
Smudge it.
Mm.
Look
That's
at it.
pretty.
Doesn't it look even curvier?
Mhm. That's pretty.
yeah, it does look pretty.
And let me ask you now, is it kind of hard to find my mistake? You kind of have to go looking for it. Here it is. But then I can find it real quick because I made it.
No,
But
like you
here, it
said,
doesn't even really show up here.
well, like you said before, Janie, if you don't say it, it's very hard to see it.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
again, I humbly apologize for having a brain fart, but again,
You'll
You're
come
allowed,
on.
Janie.
and I have to say, I am a human being, perfectly imperfect. That's the
This
way
was
I was made.
fun. You all do this every week?
No, it's about every 3 months, but once a month with
Oh,
prosumers. And we have more time. Actually, you know what? We can go on the fly here. Actually, we can go on the fly and I'll show you how to do a much simpler pattern. I can start you on it and you can finish it. It kind of looks like, and I need to get a paper. Need to get a tile. Do y'all have another sheet of paper? Another 3 by 2.5 by 3.5? Let me get one. I probably, this one is much simpler.
Wow, that really makes you stand out a lot more.
That's-
Smudging it.
That's
Let me
what-
s- Let me see yours, Stephen.
Okay, let's go off and show off.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's seen mine.
oh, yeah, that's pretty.
Let me see yours, Stephen. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Stephen, can I see yours?
Yeah.
Can I see yours? Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, that is nice.
Mhm. I'm not sharing. Mine
At
is not
first, I
nice.
thought it was a
That's
disaster.
okay.
I'll show mine. Mine's
Oh,
not
come
nice
on.
either. Mine's not nice either. I started with
Oh,
that's nice.
I
please.
started with the ink and it showed all the dots. So I went to pencil, and here, this one here was way off. I don't know what I did, but that's okay. I'm human and I will make mistakes, but I enjoyed this time.
Yeah.
I like the top corner going down to the left, those two. So this one right here, I don't know what I did, but that's okay. It was fun doing it.
And why I'm on, oh my God, that's beautiful. And while we're here, I have to give an incredible shout out to Jacqueline Reed. I would not be here if 2 years ago I had not been brave enough to go to a art therapy workshop where she introduced me to Zentangle. So thank you so much. And so she got me started and I really appreciate it. And I'm going to share with you a secret. And let me see, I'm going to change to, let me get brown. I'm changing my pens. So I'm going to be a little fancy, but it's still the same. I just want you to be able to see it. Dark brown, yeah. Okay. In the it's your screen. In the way of saving money, this is a cereal box. And just because I don't have a piece of paper cut, I'm going to draw in a cereal box. And I'm going to start the same way with a pencil. Everybody have a 3.5 by 3.5 paper available?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
About this stuff out of the way. So I'm going to start the same. Well, first, gratitude and appreciation. Yay, cereal boxes. Yay, free material. I'm going to my 4 corner dots, so I'm not intimidated by a blank tile. Then I'm going to draw my 4 straightest lines. And when you get into this, you can draw all kinds of loops and swirls and make your border real fancy. But I'm kind of conservative. Mine are straightish. And I'll show you this tentaculus. It's by Thomas Padron, Spain. And it looks like, kind of like an octopus tentacle.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So we'll draw the first one and maybe you can do the second ones. And I'm using the dark brown.
So draw the dots and then make a border, right, Janie?
Yes. Okay, I'm using light brown.
Right,
But
Stephen.
You can use your white paper and the ink you have. I have a convenient towel here. So what I'm going to draw is kind of a question mark. With kind of a little curve in the bottom. Here I go. Okay, question mark. Everybody got your question mark?
Nah. I'm still working on my borders. Question mark, okay.
Everybody got a question mark? I'm gonna turn the tile. Then I'm gonna come down just a little bit and I'm gonna draw a C. Then I'm gonna draw another C. They can be fairly big. I'm just gonna draw C's. And again, I tend to draw small, so I have to tell myself, get bigger, Janie. I'm just gonna, everybody with me?
Mhm.
Yeah,
I can't see. So I'm just gonna draw C's. And you turn the tile, so your strokes are consistent.
oh, I drew my C's the other way.
Then you're gonna go around on both sides. Or did you make bumps?
I made bumps. Embrace the mistake, yeah?
You can turn your tile over, can't you? Paper over and do it on the other side, can't you?
Well, I want to see how it's gonna come out.
You know, what will it look like I tried very hard to get my C's to line up, but I was not successful. So make the C's on the other side. If they line up good, mine, even when I tried, it's only by accident. And turn your tile so you can draw the same way. And at the end, you can just draw a little line. Now here's something that some people like and some people hate. Now we're going to ink all the little spikes. Color it in. I like it. It's very sensual. And what's nice is you can kind of make some of the C's a little prettier. My phone just went black, but it came back alive.
Where the spikes are in between the C's.
Yeah. Make them. Yeah, color in between the C's. Sorry, I'm kind of hurried. It's only 11:12. This is kind of lesson on the fly, tentaculus.
Well, instead of a tentacle, I got a bead of pearls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, you can name it. It's a new tile.
But I could always do the other,
You can do two on the side that are tentaculus.
tentaculus.
Yeah, that's the name of this, tentaculus. The names are really goofy. And
That's
so
the name of the design?
the design is tentaculus.
Okay.
Now, the names are kind of, the designer names them. And they can get really goofy.
So Janie, you're supposed to draw a cup, a U off of the question mark.
Yeah. Well, there are a bunch of C's.
Bunch
And
of C's.
when you're inking them in, you can actually make the lines a little neater. That's what's one advantage of inking. Actually, I'm making mine a little bigger when I tend to draw small.
What is this kind of hypnotic?
That's the Zen of Zentangle.
Yeah.
Right there, my C is very CE. I'm not able to correct it real well. But embrace mistakes. I lost my point. Must be. I've got myself in a rush for no reason. Okay. So I inked real quick, but I really like inking. I came to this from coloring. So I love the inking. Some people just abhor inking. They just hate it. So let me know when you're done inking. So because we only have half an hour for this one, you're going to end up with some homework. But I'm going to let you know all the steps here in the middle and space out the other two. So you just have to finish it. You won't have any guesswork. So anybody need more time for the inking? No? Yes?
I'll catch up.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
You have to finish the inking for the next step.
Okay.
Everybody finished with the inking? Yes, no?
Close enough.
Well, you need, well, okay. So
Oh, okay. Well, I'm
next
almost
time
done.
you put in the other two forms and give a bit of space here. So because you have to put in the C's, so leave yourself some room. So do the one on the right, the other direction. Make the question mark. Go the other direction, just so for some variety. So just put in the question mark and leave it and leave it. And then on this one, make it, I have a little more room on this side. Make it, yeah, actually,
I don't know what I did.
make it any way you want. Make it your tile. Make the one left any way you want. So I'm gonna make it this way. Okay, so let me know when you've got the other two question marks in. Those are for your homework to fill them out. And when you're done, we'll finish the middle one. We've got a little over 10 minutes. So we'll finish and shade the middle one.
Okay.
And I got this I got this design from Cindy Pelly, the title is Tangler, and I thought it was very amusing. Now, in every C, you put a dot, and she said, put every dot like it's important. Put a special dot in each spot with care and determination. So put pretty little dots. Pretty dots. So I'll mark down in my notes, paradoxes for a more advanced class. And when my brain finally figures the orientation down. That was so funny.
Put the dots with ink, Janie.
Yes, yes. Has anybody finished the docs yet besides me?
Almost.
I'm trying to catch up from before.
I finished my dots, but they don't look like yours at all.
And to shade it, you just put the graphite inside the C's over the dots.
No smudging, just shading.
Oh, we'll do that after we lay down the graphite. We'll smudge. You always smudge in the graphite. Actually, we actually have little pieces of rolled paper we use, but that's if you get serious into Zentangle. You can get those. And Mama Renee loves them, and she steals them and plays with them and chews on them and unrolls them. Up in the drawer. But until you get one, you can just use your finger. Ta-da! Tentaculous.
They're pretty.
And you have two more that you can do for homework. It's 10:21. So you can continue.
It's heavy,
I wonder.
really heavy.
So I'll go ahead and start working on another tentaculus for a few minutes. Does everybody like the brown ink? Isn't it pretty? It's just different. Has everybody been able to finish their first one?
I'm catching up from my pearl of beads of pearl.
You know what? I think I'm gonna take the camera. There's my screen. Stop share. Well, it's 11:25. What does everybody think?
We're very productive today.
Any comments, suggestions, feedback?
No, it's very, very invigorating. It's very creative. It's exhilarating. It's to be, and it's where art meets science, or science meets art.
Oh, how beautiful.
You've done all of them. I'm going to share mine, but I haven't done just one.
Beautiful. No comments, suggestions, feedback?
I commented already.
Okay, thank you, Stephen. Yeah,
Thank you. This was very cool.
and again, the first Wednesday of the month at 1 o'clock, we do it with prosumers.
You do what?
We do a class of Zentangles with prosumers.
What is
Theprosumers.org, the first Wednesday at 1.
Okay, what's your prosumer?
It's a mental health empowerment group. I'll put it in chat.
Yeah,
good-
because is it on the NAMI calendar, the San Antonio calendar, Janie?
No, there's a different group.
Different group.
It's a good
Mental
group.
health. Mental health.
Yeah, mental health empowerment group. I put it in chat. Can you get to chat, Stephen?
Oh, okay, the prosumers.org.
Prosumers.org.
Yeah.
It's on the front page. Will say the next meeting, and it'll say other meeting. Click there on Wednesdays. Go down to Wednesday. You mean
All
every?
right. Well, I had fun.
I'm glad you were here. Glad everybody was here.
Learned a new skill, new art.
No, I didn't. I had to answer some texts, so I didn't get to do the question marks, but I'll work on it. I just want to say, Janie, I just love how you got into Zentangle, and thank you, Jacqueline. And I like the way you got the whole concept about not making mistakes and just a positive attitude. It's
I
nice
remember-
to be with you this hour and a half.
Yeah.
Any feedback, Jacqueline? I'd love to hear from you. You're on mute.
I am double booked on my time today. It's just webinars at once. One for a mental health peer specialist certification, CEUs, and then some fun. So it's nice to do a stress-free activity while I'm stressing out over my CEUs. You know, Janie, I can never say enough of how the student has surpassed the teacher. And I am so happy to see you doing this. I really, truly am. And how in the 2+ years that we've known each other, just how you've just completely blossomed and bloomed into more an amazing individual. And then to the others that are here, I apologize. I should have probably get my, anyway, I want to say each of you who have taken this journey today with Janie, kudos to you. When you look at a Zentangle, it's very complicated, right? And it's kind of intimidating. And Janie has such a wonderful way of being able to let you see how to break it down step by step. And you're like, oh, that's really so easy. And it's, I liken it to a nice formula for life when we approach any project. So you all did a wonderful job. We are not Janie's hands. You are your hands, and we will always have that unique, our creations are like our fingerprints. They are only yours. So we can repeat something, but we can never duplicate it. So just throw any of that comparison out. Everybody is different and wonderful. So thank you for letting me and asking me.
Thank you for the feedback, Jacqueline. It means a lot. But what you said about me is a very common side effect of Zentangle drawing. Very common. Thank you. I hope to see you all soon.
Thank you, Janie.
Hi, Janie. Thanks. Everybody have a great day.
Good. Hello. It's just you and me.
Yes, very good. That was excellent. I don't know what I did on this one triangle here. You can hardly see it because it's in pencil. This one here.
Yeah,
I don't know what I did. But,
but it worked better in prosumers, so.
but it worked very well. I like the way you had the brain fart and then,
And
and figured it out.
and the mistake worked out. I proved the point.
Yes,
Mistakes don't matter.
no. And even if I didn't catch on there, I can go back and do it because I know the concept. And I'm learning not to fret over things or be disappointed. And I've learned a lot from you, Janie. I really have. I mean, I knew it, but to hear you say it and put it in practice is just beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful person. So I got to get
You
to
know,
my,
it
go
said,
ahead.
Francis, a prayer for peace only through giving do you received. So I'm highly blessed by doing this.
Yeah, I can see that.
Such a gift to me.
Yes, giving back is.
And to share this
Yes,
means so much.
that's wonderful.
Thank you.
We'll get Marmalade out of the bedroom.
Yeah. Here's a treats for the beleaguered girl. Oh, today was funny. I went in the bedroom and rattled things in the closet. She didn't come in. She was on the table. I went in there and put some clothes away. She loves the drawers. She's obsessed with the drawers. She didn't come in there. It's like she knew. So I came out and she doesn't like to be picked up. I use shock and awe. I just pick her up and throw her in there. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, very good.
Tonight,
No,
tonight.
tonight. I'll see you tonight.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.